like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? There you going, baby, here am I. Oh, will you left me here so I could sit and cry? Well, golly gee, what have you done to me? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. No, I love you like I do. No, I do. Wah.
Hello and welcome to Cars and Us. We're out at Let East, out at the Parsippany Hilton for the biggest car show in the Northeast. It's hosted by Terry Cook. It's an annual event that's been going on since about 1983. This event has everything. It's strictly nostalgia. It's like taking a trip back into the 50s. There's the cars, there's the music, there's the memorabilia, whatever you can possibly conceive of. Going back to the 50s is here. This is the major event. Right now, as we're speaking, they're giving instructions on how to do the Lindy. So there's a little bit of everything that you can get out here. Like I said, the music plays a heavy part, and it's a place that you really have to be here to see. If you've never been here before, I strongly urge you to come next year. It runs 4 days. It runs from the end of August through the Labor Day weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And again, it's hosted by Terry Cook, who has been doing this and is a long-time car buff. He's been an editor of Hot Rodding Magazine, and he's been into drag racing, and he has an extensive background of the automobile history. Also, we have Ronnie I, who was the aficionado of the 50s, the early 50s rhythm and blues and that style of music. And he puts on a show, 2 shows as a matter of fact, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, and of course one at Sunday night, which is another main show. So there's so much to do here that we're going to get to some cars after, but we're going to cover some of these short events here right now. So stay with us for the next 30 minutes. From mild customs to radical customs to an original 1948 Plymouth owned by Jim Portella. Jim, pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, Dennis.
My pleasure, my pleasure. You're a friend of our good friends Bobby Milano and Sue, of course.
That's right, sure.
So it's nice to see you out here at Let East. This your first time out here?
No, 4 years.
No
This is the
kidding.
4th time.
Terrific.
Yeah, we enjoy it. It's great out here.
You were out here for the whole weekend?
Whole weekend. Thursday, got
boy.
here Thursday.
So you make a vacation
That's
of it.
right. Little mini vacation.
That's terrific.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
terrific.
Yeah.
Let's talk about and tell the viewers about this 48 Plymouth you've got here.
Yeah,
it's all
it's-
original.
Original 1948 Plymouth. The only thing it has on it that's different is the split dual exhaust system on it.
Oh,
And it's got the
interesting.
loud pipes on it. But other than that, it's straight custom.
All
You know,
stock.
all stock. Yeah, that's it.
Now, how'd you come by this car? How long ago did you find it?
4 years ago, about 4 years ago at Let East right here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Was for sale and you bought it
was
here.
for sale. The only thing I did to the car was I worked on the engine a little bit, And I did that, and you know, minor stuff, water pump, stuff like that. And I had it painted. That was the only thing I did to it.
What color is the paint?
It's actually, it's a black cherry paint job.
Is that black cherry? Is that a Ford color?
No, it's actually a Mopar color.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, from the old
that's
Mopars,
interesting.
yeah.
That's interesting.
So, yeah. But other than that, the car runs good.
Jimmy, how many miles on it?
Right now, I would say about 80,000, about that. About
And again, the motor is stock and it's all original miles.
All original, yeah, all original, yeah.
Interior and everything.
Yeah, the interior was redone, like the car was off frame. They did that like, I think 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was all, you know, the frame, the body, everything's
Right.
perfect. You know, good condition.
Is it automatic or is it
Standard,
what's
3-speed on the column. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I wasn't sure. I don't remember. They had automatics back in '48, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. They had the automatics. This is 3 off the column, you know, original radio, all that.
Yeah.
You know, radio works, everything, you know, so it's good shape.
Now with that original radio, do you pick up the FM stations? Pick up Johnny Z?
No, just AM. No Johnny Z. No, just 6 volt. That's it, you know. And like I said, it runs good. We really enjoy the car, you know.
Yeah, Bobby has been raving about the car. He's been telling me you have to see the car.
Yeah.
So, we finally got him to get you out of your room
Yeah,
and
that's
bring you
it,
down here
yeah.
and pull the cover off and take a look at it.
Yeah.
It's really, looks nice from what I'm seeing so
yeah.
far.
Oh, thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So obviously you're going to hang on to this now. You're not
yeah.
looking to sell it.
Well, we were thinking about selling it, but
you were?
but it's no rush. I figured, if I get a buyer, fine.
In other words, if the price is right,
Yeah.
it'll go.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah. But I love the car, and my wife, she likes the Crown Victorias, so I'm
Oh,
thinking
I see.
about that.
What year?
Actually 56. That's what I like. so-
Nice.
And she
Yeah,
likes it
sure,
also. So.
Sure. So a
I'm
couple of
thinking
them out
about
here, a
that.
couple of them for
I
sale
know,
too.
I seen it, yeah, I
In
was
fact, there's
looking.
one right across from us right now.
Is it? Yeah, that's it.
It's a red
right?
and white
Yeah,
one.
that's right. Yeah.
But this is a great show that Terry Cook does
Oh,
out
yeah,
here.
this is great
And
out
the
here.
music and the
yeah.
cars and the memorabilia.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like really going back in time.
Yeah, it goes all night long, and it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Stay up late at night and enjoy. Watch the cruising,
That's for sure.
enjoying the
Cars keep
harmonizing.
coming.
Yeah, the harmonizing.
Yeah.
They're doing it right now in the lobby. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
we can hear him in the background, maybe. you
yeah,
know?
that's it. Right. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Well, Jimmy, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And good luck with the car.
Oh, thank you,
and,
Dennis.
you have a safe trip back.
Oh, thank
And we'll
you. I
see you back
appreciate
in
it.
Westchester.
Okay. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you.
Out here, we want to see all the customs and mild customs and radical customs, and that's what we have here. And I have Rick Bell with me, and I want to welcome Rick to Cars and Us. Pleasure to see you out here. And as my introduction stated, you do have a radical custom. Let's talk about what this car is. There's so many variations on this that it's hard to tell.
Yeah, there's been quite a few modifications. The most notable is the chop top on the car. The quintessential custom modification brings it into that radical zone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very intricate amount of work that's done to it to get that alteration in there. But then all the emblems have been smoothed off the car and the door handles, and there's a
Shaved,
lot of a lot of shaving going
What
on.
did the car start off as, Rick?
It started off as a '72 Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Wow.
Yeah.
Far cry from a caddy.
Yeah. We've done a tiger fur interior into the car, and there's more modifications than original pieces on it now. So.
I'm sure. You can't really recognize the car. I mean, I couldn't tell it was a '72 caddy, from the back anyway.
Yeah.
What made you do such a radical custom? Is this something that you wanted to do, or?
It's something I've been doing all my life, pretty much, ever since I was old enough to talk.
Oh, good. Good for
It's earned me the nickname Radical Rick Bell. So
good.
everything I've done has been pushed to the limits. And
That's good.
we actually built this car for this show. We came down as a family. The 3 cars are all together, and
That's
and
terrific.
we brought my girlfriend's father down here, and we needed something to bring, so we put the car together so that we could go.
Wow.
And,
How long did it take you to do this?
it was a year in the making.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Do you have your own shop?
It's kind of an underground thing, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, we've got a few guys. They're real talented, and
Obviously, it must be, and you must have a lot of time to do a custom job like this in a year.
it doesn't leave much time for sleep.
That's for sure. But you know what? It's nice to see you're relatively young in age, and it's nice
Yeah.
to see that somebody like yourself is into the custom cars and the radical customs and nostalgia in itself.
Yeah, it's a neat thing, and my girlfriend helped out an awful lot with the car. And
Is that
you know,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
What did she pick out on it, or what did she do?
She did a lot of the interior work was
No
done
kidding.
by her. Yeah.
Wow, she physically did the interior.
Yeah, we bought an
terrific.
industrial sewing machine, and
No kidding.
Yeah.
You put her to work.
yeah, it was a good
That's
time.
excellent.
We had
Excellent.
tiger fur everywhere.
Excellent. Excellent. Where are you from, Rick?
We're from north of Boston. We're in Gloucester, Mass.
Wow, you came quite a distance.
Yeah. Definitely worth the trip.
Oh, absolutely. Do you come out here every year?
This is our first year here, but I'll tell you, we're definitely coming back.
You're going to keep coming back.
It's a good time. It's
Yeah.
the best party on the planet, no
Yeah,
doubt.
definitely. Terry Cook puts on a hell of a show.
He knows how to party, that guy.
Boy, that's for sure. Let me ask you, Rick, you're into the music.
Oh yeah. That's when rock and roll was still alive. I'll tell
That's
you.
when it was rock and roll.
No doubt.
Well, this is a terrific car. It's been great meeting you and actually seeing this car. And to travel a distance, I mean, that says something for this show.
Yeah, it's really cool. And thanks for the notice. You know?
Well, you know what? It's my pleasure, and this is what makes my show because of cars like yours.
Why, thank you.
All right, Rick, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Next to this radical custom that we just spoke about, I have the second of three cars that are here from all the way from Massachusetts, and I have Brian Roeder with me in this beautiful semi-custom 1955 Chevy. Brian,
How you doing?
pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
This is some car you got here. It's not really customized a heck of a lot, but I can see there's a lot of work that's going into this car.
Right. Yeah, the whole car was built by me and my father. It took us about 5 years to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put a Corvette suspension in it. Big block Chevy, as you can see.
Right.
Basically, we took the whole body off restoration from a car that was given to me when I was about 8 years old, and now I'm 30. So I've had the car over 20 years.
Wow, that's terrific. First of all, you got a big block motor in here.
Right.
What prompted you to put that type motor in it?
Just for the looks. The design of the car wouldn't look the same with the small block in it. You know, you just wanted a nice, streetable, dependable car, and one that moves out of its own way.
The interior, Brian, is that all leather?
It's a leather. It's a leather material. It's a vinyl. I believe it's a real soft vinyl
Okay.
that was put in. That was done by a Fred Carroll out of Rhode Island, Warwick, Rhode Island.
And the transmission, it looks like a 4-speed?
It's actually a Doug Nash 5-speed.
Oh, better yet.
Yeah, so we can still cruise and still get off the line.
Now, getting back to the motor, what did you have this dyno? What horsepower is it putting out, do you know?
I've never had a dyno, but built on the specs, it should be around 450, 500 horse, somewhere in there.
And what's the cubic inch?
It's actually a 427 board 30 ovo. It's got Merlin heads in it and a solid lifter cam. Yep.
Oh, okay. And what cam?
It's a 280 duration solid lifter.
And made by who?
Competition cams.
Good. And who did your headers?
The headers are actually Hedman headers, I believe.
They are, okay, they're stock.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from a 71 Camaro
I see. And they fit in there nice, huh?
with the Corvette suspension, yeah,
Okay.
because the car's got all front and rear.
Now, one thing that I really made note of that caught my eye was how you relocated your gas tank.
Yeah, we put the gas tank in.
Gas filler.
The gas filler, yeah. We put that in the trunk so people would be able to see the Corvette rear end in the back, and we made it power operated, so just to be different.
Oh, it certainly is different, but you know what? It adds a real nice, classy touch to the car.
Thank you.
Very nice car, and I'm sure you're enjoying the show for the first time.
Yes, I have. First time I've been here. Finally made it here.
Well, I'm sure you're going to come back year after year.
Yeah, that's it. We're scheduled now.
Brian, it's been a pleasure.
All right, thank
Thanks
you very
so much.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
I'm standing here with Mickey, and alongside of her beautiful 1950 Merc, which is another true 50s custom, done right back to the style of the 1950s. Mickey, welcome to Cars and Us.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to meet you, certainly.
Pleasure to meet you too, Dennis.
And where are you from?
I'm from Sigurt, New Jersey.
Where is that in location to Parsippany?
Oh, it's about 80 miles from here.
South or north?
We're south, down by the ocean.
Ah, nice. Well, we got a little breeze here anyway, if that means anything.
Well, it's a beautiful day. Thank God we don't have any rain.
It certainly is. Now, I imagine you've been coming to this Lead East for quite a few years?
I've been coming here almost 15 years, yes.
That's terrific. And I noticed that, getting to your car now, I noticed that it says George Barris on it, but this is really not a Barris car. Obviously, he signed it for you?
Yes, we went to Gettysburg, New Jersey, or Gettysburg, Pennsylvania in June and the Custom Kemps of America had a big car show up there. There were close to 900 cars there, and there were 12 awards given out. We took a Fine 9 award, which George Barris presented to us. He autographed it, and when he was walking around picking out the cars, he turned around and he was looking, and my husband asked him, "Would you autograph my car?" He said, "No problem." He says, "I love that car." So George turned around and he did autograph the car. We took pictures with him, autographing the car, and we also have pictures with me giving him a big hug too. So it was a pleasure to meet him, and it was a beautiful show too.
Certainly, and that's an extremely high award.
We were proud of it. We're very proud of it.
I'm sure. Now, again, back to the car. Who built the car, and how long have you had it?
The car was built in Canada in 1999, and we've had the car almost 2 years, and we love it. We love it. We just get a lot of thumbs up when we're driving. People love the car.
Did you add any of your personal touches to it?
Oh, you always have to do that. Yes, definitely. We put lake pipes on it. We also had a overflow tank made out of chrome. My husband changed all the brakes and made sure that everything was just perfect for the car. We also added a special set of Colorado custom-made wheels to the car, which was a beautiful addition.
I noticed those wheels. They're made to look like they're hubcaps, but they're actually wheels.
They're actually wheels. They're not hubcaps. They look like 57 Cadillac, but they're not. They're not. They're wheels made by Colorado Custom.
Now, they're on the front, obviously. The rear is so low that we really can't see what you've got in the back.
Well, we just have the regular Ford rims back there. They've been powder coated, but that's because we have the air ride suspension, and to spend that kind of money to have them on the back, you wouldn't see them anyway. So with the air ride, you could raise the car, you could lower it as low as you want and as high as you want for riding purposes.
Right, that's true. I guess it's an enjoyable car to drive and ride. Obviously, the suspension must be air ride suspension.
Oh, it's got the air ride suspension. We have 57 Cadillac seats inside also.
Nice.
And the car is air conditioned. It's got power brakes, power steering, power windows, all the luxuries of a brand new car.
So you got all the comforts of home.
Oh, we sure do. We sure do, Dennis.
Mickey, what motor is in here?
We have a big Chevy 454 big block in it. Yeah. It's got a lot of high performance power.
A lot of juice, huh?
A lot of juice, believe me.
Well, you seem to enjoy it, and I understand the car is for sale because a buddy of mine I just met here is interested in buying it.
Well, if the price is right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, this is the way we do it. We buy and we do sell sometimes,
Right.
but normally we're not really looking to buy. But when people see something of a beautiful nature,
Sure.
they want it, they'll pay the price, whatever it is.
That's right. Well, listen, enjoy the show, and I really want to thank you very much for joining us over here.
Thank you
and
very
it's
much
certainly
for
a pleasure,
talking to
and
me.
you got a beautiful car.
Oh, thank you very much.
I have with me the originator of Let East, the world's largest 50s party, as it's noted. And Terry's been doing this since 1983, and I'm privileged to have Terry Cook on Cars and Us. Terry, pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, Dennis.
Mine. Believe me, this is some event you have out here.
It's something that's evolved over the years. It started out as an opportunity for 50s vintage automobiles to have an event because back when we started it, a lot of the events were for 1948 and earlier automobiles. And we also added the sauce, the spice of the 50s with some bands. And we've actually had drive-in movies ever since the first one in 1983. And a sock hop and bands, and it's evolved, and we've tried a number of different concepts, some of which we've kept, like the prom, and this year we're trying the Elvis competition, which looks like it's going to be another edition, collectible show, concerts, a cappella, and the other aspects of the event that make it unique.
Part of your background, I don't want to lose my train of thought, but because our background has a lot to do with cars and drag racing and everything, you were the editor of one of the famous magazines.
Yeah, I've always been a car guy. I mean, started out as a kid working at the drag strip in New Jersey, and went to California and got a job at Drag World newspaper, then Carcraft magazine, then Hot Rod magazine. It was the editor of Carcraft and Hot Rod, and then moved back to New Jersey and became a staff writer for Car and Driver, which is not a hot rodding magazine by any stretch of the imagination, and has a pretty strong journalism background.
Well, I want to get back to this event because there's so many questions I have that I want to ask you. I'm sure the viewers are interested in knowing is, what does it take to put on an event like this? How long does it take you to do this?
Well, we work all year round, and we have a very strong volunteer staff, but we also have an office staff. Linda Napperstack is invaluable in terms of her common sense and dedication to the event. Just great common sense in terms of problem solving and coming up with new ideas and all. We work all year round on the event, and that's why it runs so smooth when the event happens, is because we've been working for 360 days to get ready.
So in other words, when this ends, you start again for next year?
That's correct. We're already getting new ideas submitted to us, the things we should try, little minor modifications and things we should do. Simple little improvements like one-way traffic around the hotel that makes it a whole lot easier for cruising and things of that nature.
Will you continue to have the event here at the Parsippany Hilton?
Yeah, I've looked at a number of different facilities from as far north as Yonkers and far south as South Jersey and over into Pennsylvania. And this facility seems to be really ideal. It's always been in New Jersey, and it'll probably always stay to be New Jersey. We get tremendous cooperation from the people at the Parsippany Hilton in terms of the way that they treat our staff, the way that they treat our customers. And I don't, in the long-term future, I see no reason to change facilities.
It's a beautiful facility, and they're very accommodating here, and it's a real class act. This event you put on is one of the finest in the country for sure. I've been to many, and this is outstanding.
I've been to events I was in Belgium last year at the European Street Rod Nationals. I've been to hot rod events in Spokane, Washington, Seattle, Washington, all the way down to California, from Maine down to Florida, and that kind of thing. I've never seen, there is no other event that's in the same sort of category with our event. I mean, as an example, to the extreme, tonight, it's the only car event I know that has activities that start at 12:30 a.m. in the morning and go till sunrise.
Now, this this event, I believe, has been extended this year. You're actually starting on Thursday and running through Sunday.
Well, we've been starting on Thursday for quite a while. We sold 140 hotel rooms for Wednesday night, but the thing that made this year unique was one of the adjacent parking lots in the office complex that we use to park hot rods became available to us starting at 9 a.m. on Friday morning instead of 5:30 Friday night. So we gained a full day for the Plan B package cars, which made it a lot more convenient for them and made the event ramp up earlier in the 4-day schedule.
Now, the hotel obviously offers a discount rate, if you will, for anybody that's coming to the event for 4 days or 3 days or whatever it is?
And that's correct. They work very well with us. Normally, hotels that are not in resort areas don't have a lot of events on the weekends. They make their money during the week with business customers, and on weekends they look to weddings and things of that nature. So when they have an opportunity to come in and sell out a 500-room hotel for 4 nights, I mean, they're tickled pink to have our business. It's a large piece of return convention business, and it's a very well-behaved crowd. We rarely have any problems. We clean the parking lots and everything like that so that they're cleaner than they are at any other time of the year when we leave. And so it's a nice piece of business for them to have.
It says a lot for you. It's certainly a compliment on your end between you and Linda and your staff. To have a hotel, because car people sometimes we get a bad rap, and like you said, you have a well-behaved crowd and everything is well organized. So it's nice to see that they welcome you here, as much as and year after year.
Yeah, it's the way that the people behave. I mean, they're mostly mature adults, and so they are respectful of the property and that kind of thing, and respectful of each other's property. And it's a nice fit in terms of the audience that we have and the hotel and the way that they work for us. And it's also really a great creative experience to. I used to be a writer, and then I used to be the editor of a magazine and that kind of thing. And with a writer, you take a blank piece of paper and you add words to it. A magazine, you take a whole bunch of blank pages and you fill them up with different stories and articles and a mix that's interesting. And here I'm taking blank days off of the calendar and filling in a list of activities to entertain the people. And that's a fun, a very creative, fun thing.
Certainly is. Originally, it started out, I believe, as really a certain. You had up to a certain date. Was in the 50s, I believe.
That's correct.
And no cars newer than a certain year.
That's correct. We went to 59. It was a 50s party, and we went from anything up to 1959. Then we started realizing that we extended a little bit, and went to 63, and then started to realize that Corvettes like 63 to 67 all look basically the same, and so we expanded it to 67. And now, because cars are getting 1 year older each year, we're kind of sneaking a little bit. This year we had 69 and earlier. Next year we'll probably have 70 and earlier, so that we're not accelerating it too rapidly, but yet we're allowing people who have cars that are getting older to become eligible to come to the event.
A little room for expansion and to bring in some new blood, if you will.
We're trying to keep it oldies, okay? Because one of the unique aspects of the event is that it is oldies in terms of the music and in terms of the cars and that kind of thing. But at the same time, we're kind of trying to change with the fine-tune it, in keeping with the times.
Well, you know what? For one day here, I mean, you really can't. We're out here for one day, and we really can't see everything, and I can't do everything that I want to do in one day. But for anybody that really hasn't been out here, I can't strongly urge you enough to come out here and certainly have the pleasure to meet with Terry Cook, but to see this event at Let East, because it is the world's largest 50s party. And anybody that's out there, my viewers especially, range from 45 and up, and they're into the oldies, the music, and the cars, and there's no better event. This is fantastic. It's been a pleasure for me to sit down with you and get a little background and let the viewers know your background as well, because you do have quite a history, an extensive history with cars, especially in the earlier years when we go way back.
Well, God bless you, Dennis, and thank you for the opportunity to come to our event and show other people about it. It's a great thing to be able to say that you make a living by forcing a whole bunch of people to have a great time. Really is very family oriented.
Well, you've done a tremendous job, and I just hope you keep on continuing, because we need. There's a lot of us that we really need somebody out there to keep the music alive and keep the cars going.
Well, we're sure trying.
Terry, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.